Hello everybody, welcome back. This is game number 4 of the ASUS Rog Finals. In the top left position here, we have EG's Idra. He is going to be playing Zerg, and he is blue. On the bottom right side, we have Dignitas's Select. He's going to be playing the Red Terran. So you can see here, this is the Tal'Darim Altar, so it's a very large map, a lot of chances for expansions, a lot of interesting, a lot of counterattack paths going through the center and side lanes. In the right now, the series is actually in Select's favor. He's up 2-1. Obviously, since we're in game number 4, we're gonna see actually here how these players are going to be responding to these big map grow maps. This is the first one of the pool, so we'll see how this ends up playing out. Looks like Command Center first on this map is actually, and same with Hatch first, is also very good. Lets you get a nice early economy. Doesn't seem like Select's going to be doing any of that. It looks like he's going to be actually throwing down his barracks. Idra looks like he's going for... It looks like he's going to be going for a 14 Hatch, maybe? Looks like, yeah, there we go. It's just an overlord. Never mind, nothing fancy there. It looks like actually there we go. Sending out the drone to go throw down this hatchery here, right at the 300 mineral mark, and there we go. 14 hatch for Idra coming down. Looks like some barracks are going to be popping up for Select, at least one for now, maybe a second. Looks like this SCV is going to be sent out to scout and see what's going on. So we saw Select in the last game. His macro was insane. His macro was very well, being able to take the gold base before Idra was actually able to deny it. So we'll see. Actually, since there's no gold bases here, that really doesn't have to. There doesn't play any much of a factor in there. But it looks like Idra's got a lot of places to expand on his side of the map. He's got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 expansions in total that he can take. 7 actually here, even that he can take. Tech Lab actually very early Tech Lab coming up for Select here. He's going to be getting a Reaper. It looks like Reapers are very good on this map. They can skirt across the map very quickly and get a lot of early pressure in. Looks like I believe did Idra actually get into the scout yet? No, Idra actually has no idea about what's coming up. So we'll see how that plays out, because we've seen Idra's downfall is scouting things actually really late. Second Reaper now coming out for Select, and he's going to try and do a little bit of harassment here, try and take down a lot of these drones and a lot of these early Zerglings from Idra, and try and get a major lead in the economy. This scout being actually really annoying, and forcing Idra to make 6 lings to deny off this SCV scout. Reaper's now getting up to the natural of Idra, but it looks like he scouts it fine. He's going to try and push back the Reaper fine. Looks like more lings, 7 lings out actually right now for Idra. So it looks Select's been doing pretty good in forcing Idra to make lings when he really wants to be droning. Going back over to the production tabs, it looks like Idra's kind of going to try and go back to droning. He's going to try and rely on these 7 lings to just hold off all of this pressure. Going over actually to the Idra cam, we see what he's actually seen. He sees, what is it? He sees the command center, and he sees the tech lab as well. Looks like Select's going to be actually going for the combat shield. These two Reapers being extremely pesky, forcing Idra to actually be a little bit late on his larva injects. Not too late, just a couple of seconds late. But it looks like this Queen's going to be tanking a lot of this damage from these. And it looks like these Reapers are actually going to be pushing back to come back home. Same with this third one's going to be coming back home. A couple more barracks and command center expansions just now finishing for Select, so he's going to be morphing that in and trying to take that expansion. Nothing actually too surprising here. Looks like a lot of fairly standard play. Second gas coming up now for Idra. And we see one of Idra's most famous play styles is that he does a lot of Mutalisk play, a lot of Baneling play. He plays very standard, does a lot of the same things all for every single game. So we're probably going to see a lot of Mutalisks, Banelings. Not so much Roaches or Hydras or anything. Hydras really haven't seen a lot of play a lot recently, just because Mutalisks are just so good. bunker being set up now for Select, going to be denying or any potential harassment, as well as these Reapers also going to be denying any potential harassment to this natural expansion here. Looks like they're going to be gearing up to go into a long macro game. Stim now coming up for Select, as well as this factory is almost finished here. We're probably going to be seeing just seeing a straight transition into tanks, because Select did invest in these Reapers early on. He's going to be trying to take down these rocks for the third base, but investing in these Reapers isn't going to allow a lot of other tech paths for Select. So we're probably going to be just seeing a straight transition into tanks. It's very good just to siege up right here on this low ground and just scan up here and bombard this mineral line with siege tanks. Baneling Nest coming down now for Idra, and obviously in traditional Idra style, getting this up, and he's going to be relying heavily on these, and we'll see if he gets the Baneling speed right off the bat. But the Zergling speed just about finishing up now. This is going to be extremely passive. This idled Reaper just chilling here, watching the watchtower, making sure nothing's going to be streaming across the map, no lings. One ling's going to be sent out, probably to a watchtower. Let's see where this guy's headed. It's probably going to be sent out to a watchtower or something along those lines, just to try and... nope, just... Idra's making me look bad, just sitting out here in the middle of the map, idling, just to make sure nothing's coming out at him. Evo Chamber, it looks like, and Spire coming up now for Idra. He's going to be taking... he's going to be getting his upgrades, prepping for the late game. Baneling speed's now coming up, as well as +1 attack. Looks like these Zerglings are actually going to be patrolling here. This is actually very, very smart. Reapers can swing around here and get right into the main base through this little path here, so these Zerglings are going to be doing a really good job to try and deny that. +1 attack coming up for Select here. A lot of Zerglings and a lot of Banelings being made now for Idra. Macro Hatch being planted down, forcing any units that come up to be forced through this little choke where the Spinecrawler can easily get at them. Looks like these the Lings are going to be moving out in the middle of the map, going up to the watchtower, and they're going to actually meet this massive Marine force and pull right up back, because that's not going to be a very smart engagement at all. Spire's almost complete now for Idra. He's going to be trying to get that Mutalisk count up. He did invest in the Baneling speed and the +1 attack right away, so the Mutalisk count's not going to be as high as it could be if he had not invested in those, but getting the Baneling speed is actually very, very, very important. It allows them just that a little bit more edge to get at the Marines. 6 Mutalisks being produced now for Idra. Looks like a third base being taken now. He's destroyed the rocks and taking his third base. He's probably going to be wanting to get these gas geysers up very quickly so he can get gas to replenish his supply of Mutalisks. Banelings and Zerglings moving out into the middle of the map. This is a lot of units here. We're going over here. We see 41 Zerglings and 5 Banelings, all moving out into the middle of the map. Going to be trying to maybe deny any pesky scouting units here. Looks like this Marine's going to take out that Zergling. A couple more Zerglings going to be holding this watchtower. These Reapers are actually going to be sitting here trying to see when this expansion comes down here, this 4th base for Idra comes down, and going to be trying to deny that, because as soon as if he can keep Idra on 3 bases, Select's going to be in fantastic shape. Mutalisk now actually coming up for Select, and they're going to be easily taking this guy out, watching this watchtower, and just holding map control, sitting in the middle of the map, just waiting for Select to move out. And as soon as he does, Idra's going to know it. He pretty much has entire map control. Going back over to the production tab. +1 carapace and flyer attacks actually coming up, so upgrading those Mutalisks, making their splash damage a lot stronger. More Banelings here. It looks like, yeah, this 4th base actually is getting up, and it looks like actually, yep, Select doesn't actually know about this 4th base yet, so looks like actually, here we go, Idra's going to be trying to deny this 3rd, but these Marines are easily going to clean that up. Just a couple of Zerglings here just trying to do some damage there. But it looks like these this massive army here of Zerglings and Mutalisks and Banelings are going to be trying to come over here and deny this 3rd. Let's see how well they'll be able to do. This bunkers here is actually pretty. This base is pretty fortified. Turrets coming up now for the Select to deny any of the Mutalisk harassment. It looks like actually these Marines are going to be enough just to get these turrets up. Tank now deployed right here at the third, going to be able to protect this very well. Anything that comes up here is going to get shelled like crazy. Mutalisk Harass is actually going to be now commencing for Idra. He's going to be scouting around and trying to pick off any SCVs, any random units that he can. Mutalisk is going to be actually denying the damage that these Reapers are going to be doing. They're going to easily get taken out. Fourth base looks like it's going to be coming up for Idra very soon. So many Zerglings. We're going to go over to actually check out the units tab, how many he has. He has 68 Zerglings on the map, 22 Mutalisks. The Mutalisks are reaching that critical number. 86 drones. This is an absurd amount of drones. Idra just really knows when to power hard. He's doing a fantastic job at it. 24 Mutalisks, 68 Zerglings. Once the Mutalisk reaches kind of critical mass, it's really hard for Terran to deal with that many number of Mutalisks. 51 for looks actually, yeah, these Marines here. Marine count's actually really high, but they're all split up all over the map here. Split up kind of in this middle here. Split up at this natural, trying to defend any Mutalisk's harassment that's going to come from Idra. Looks like 13 Banelings actually being morphed in. See if I can find them right here in the middle of the map here. Looks like Idra's going to be trying to go and maybe gun it for the front and trying to break this front door down. Looks like the turrets are going to be denied for a little bit here by these Mutalisk Harassed, but it's doing a lot of economic damage here. He's going to wisely pull back out as these Marines are finally coming in to try and clean it up. This wall in here is actually not going to be very strong. It's only supply depots, not very much health here. It's only 400 health, and the Banelings are going to just wreck through that. Mutalisk count, 26 Mutalisk and 89 Zerglings, 18 Banelings up now for Idra. Looks like this third's going to be getting very well protected here. 4 spine crawlers and coming down here. 7 tanks and 60 Marines. That's a lot of Marines and tanks. For Select. It looks like Idra's maxed out. He's going to be trying to do a little bit of harassment and just doing what he can to deny 4th bases and maybe even deny his 3rd, but he's going to try and keep, I think he was going to try and keep Select on 3 bases. All these tanks sieging up here right at this this 3rd base. Not really doing much about the front here, but Thors are out, so any Mutalisk harass that's coming up here at the front is going to be easily denied by these 2 Thors here. But Idra's just playing so well in this game. He's just holding map control, keeping Select back into his base, not really he's not really losing a lot of units while still doing a significant amount of damage and harassing Select. Looks like this actually force is going to be moving out here. He looks like Select actually might be sorry for moving out here, because it looks like these this entire force here is going to be moving right up into the front base. And it looks like he's going to engage at this front. It looks like all the Zerglings going to get surrounds, very nice surrounds on all these Marines. The tanks are now only sieging up. Banelings rolling through here. The target fire is not super duper great. And it looks like everything's going to actually go down for Select. Idra taking very little losses in that army and he's going to be able to remax out to 197. He's going to actually deny this 4th base. Horrible timing for Select to try and move out with that command center. More Banelings being morphed in here. It looks like maybe, yeah, 3 Banelings getting morphed in. Looks like these Mutalisks are going to try and harass. Going to actually deny the 3rd or the 4th again. Also going to try and deny this gas. Going to try and halt and hinder the tank production here of Select. Looks like Select's only sitting on 3 tanks and 44 Marines. He lost so much in that last engagement. 5th base now finished up here for Idra, and this is just going to jumpstart his economy, and he's going to need to he's taking these gases, it looks like, straight away, because it looks like he's really low on the gas count, so he really needs to be able to get that gas count up to keep Mutalisk production up. Mutalisk doing a significant amount of harassment. Thor's being forced to pull back to this natural expansion to try and deny anything. They're going to be actually swinging up into the main here. They're going to be trying to take out some of these production facilities. Definitely taking out the turrets for sure. But it looks like the Marines are going to be pulled back just in time to be able to take out, to deny these Mutalisks. But he only lost a couple of Mutalisks there, not too many. 20, it's kind of whittled down a little bit, but it looks like Infestor's coming up. Looks like he's Hive Tech's already already finished up, it seems. Yeah, Hive Tech's already finished, and the Infestation Pit's down. Greater Spire's actually coming up right now, so we're gonna see Broodlords very, very soon. The Fungals, there's so much energy on these Infestors. They're gonna be getting. They're going to be able to just do so many fungal growths and infested Terrans. The Fungals are going to actually need to be really, really good for Idra if he wants to kind of deny a lot of these Marines. There's a lot of Marines. We see 58 Marines, 4 tanks, 2 Thors, 6 medevacs, and with that high of a medevac count, the Fungals are going to be continuous and fantastically placed because these medevacs are going to be able to heal up these Marines very well. Mutalisk swinging around on this third base, going to try and do some harassment and deny deny some gas mining, which they actually are able to do. They're actually able to pull that out. Zerglings, they looks like they're gonna try. The Mutalisk gonna deny this fourth again. Maybe nope. They're actually gonna be able to protect this. Select's gonna be able to protect this fourth this time. Look at this force sitting in the middle of the map for Idra. 4 more Banelings being morphed in. 3 Broodlords are actually now out and about. More of them are actually getting more. These are actually Broodlord Goons. Sorry, that's my mistake. More Broodlords being morphed in, so he's gonna have a total of 7 Broodlords. That's so many Broodlords, and it looks like the upgrades are fantastic too. 2-2 for Idra right now. Looks like he's working on Ground Carapace level 2, actually, or level 3. Actually, did that just finish? Yeah, the level 3. Level 3 melee ground attack just finished. The Flyers attack level 3. These Mutalisks are going to be stupidly strong as well. Also, these Broodlings are going to be really strong too. Great fungal here on this little patch of Marines here. Gonna not actually take them out, but severely weakening them, making these medevacs use a lot of energy just to heal those up. Looks like Idra's actually going to be trying to gun up for an attack here and trying to push Select back into his base a little bit more. But we'll see actually how it looks like this fourth base going to be actually trying to fly over here to where Idra is spreading creep. He's actually going to see it right away. Mutalisk going to be taking out the fourth again, and looks like Select's already making a 5th command center, trying to get another attempt at taking it. Looks like the Idra's going to try and just go up the front. The wall's been broken. Fungal growths going down. Amazing fungal growths. Ghosts now doing some great EMPs on these Infestors, just trying to do the best that they can to try and prevent some of these fungal growths from coming down. But the Broodlord count's insanely high. All these Broodlings are just ripping these Ghosts to shreds. It looks like actually Idra might be able to just wreck this force just with what he's got. All of these Banelings, all the Zerglings and Banelings moving around now, trying to get us around on all these units. Banelings detonating, and infested Terrans coming up. The Mutalisks are just wrecking these units here. The snipes going off, trying to take out the Broodlords. They're doing a significantly good job. They're taking out a couple of them. Actually, almost all of the Broodlords are going down now, but it's not quick enough. These Broodlings are just going to be wrecking them. Same with the Mutalisks, are going to be taking out these the Ghosts quite well. Looks like Idra already close to maxing back out again. More Zerglings streaming across the map. Take a look at the units tab. We'll see what 94 Zerglings right now for Idra, sitting right here in the middle of the map. More Broodlords are going to be coming up as well. I'd assume we already have 1 still sitting here. Some Zerglings going to be trying to deny the third. They're going to actually spot this 4th command center again, trying to move out into the mineral line. The Zerglings go, but they're going to get shelled like crazy by these tanks. But so are the SCVs. Actually, they're going to be taking a great amount of damage from this one tank. Very well protected too. Looks like 6 more Broodlords are going to be getting morphed in for Idra, and he's going to be using this force. This is probably going to be the deciding push. Select's really, really low on money. The fact that, again, Idra's denying this 4th base of Select, and so this is huge. He's not allowing Select to get up another base to mine some more. His main's mined out, his natural expansion's pretty much mined out, his 3rd base is also mined out. Looks like the Zerglings and the Infestors are going to be enough to clean up this force here, and it looks like, yep, there goes down the command center again. Denied by Idra. See the army supply slowly whittling. Idra's maxed back out again, and Select 133 of 153. Just his supply is just Select's supply is not really getting up off the ground anymore. GG. There we go. Being able to deny Select of the 4th base. The 4th base was really, really great for Idra. So you can see Select's economy was in shambles. He had a lot of gas, but not very many minerals. Again, the 3rd base pretty much mined out. The main entirely mined out of both gas and pretty much of gases had about 200 gas left in it, but of minerals at least, and the naturals also mined out. So Ultralisks were also on the way for Idra, so that just would have been a whole nother mess to deal with for Select. But Select GG out of the game, and as we see here now, the series is tied up 2-2. A fantastic series, guys. This is a great match. We're going to go on to game number 5, and we're going to see how the rest of the series plays out. So stay tuned for the next match.